Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well and you've had a good week. I am using a new computer. Mum and I have done a swap on our computers, and Dad's also taken one of my old ones. So this week has been spent just trying to get everything up to date and put together and stuff. So I'm using this new what was Mum's. It's supposedly a newer version than the one I had, but I've got a sneaky suspicion looking at this as I'm talking, the words I'm saying are not connecting with my lip sync, if that makes sense. It might be okay once I've finished, but it doesn't look right at the moment. But we'll go and see. But anyway, I hope you've had a good week. As I say, mine has been very computer based, but that's fine. Also realised that I was way behind on like household chores, like family washing and like towel washing and all of that. So I've been trying to do like a wash most days to try and catch myself up. I've still got bed linen to do, but I've just finished doing a family wash. I'll do bed linen tomorrow. So it's just trying to catch up on those things and just realising how far behind I'd fallen. So so done that. What else have I done this week? Went out with met a friend for coffee on Wednesday morning, which was really nice. She and her husband are actually moving to New Zealand, so this was kind of like a catch up and hope the journey goes well, etc. But we're going to keep in touch via our phones and stuff, and we'll go back to being pen pals, which is what we were during COVID, so that's fine. We're quite happy with that. I've seen my other half a couple of times. He and I have been doing bits and pieces, so that's been nice. Reading wise, it's been a very slow week. One of the reasons for that is that I started a book for review, and I'm not going to mention which book it is, and I just couldn't I could understand it, but I wasn't sure what was happening. I was so confused because there was like dual timeline story, which is fine. I'm quite happy with that. But the modern day timeline, there was a POV that I wasn't too sure who it was. I didn't know whether this character was part of. Should have to be one of the three main characters in the sort of the before timeline. And then there was this other character, and I'm like, well, who are you? And where do you come in? And it was so confusing. It had taken me from sort of last Sunday until yesterday to read 30%, and I was like, nah, I'm calling it quits. I wasn't engaging with the story. I just wasn't happy, and I thought, nah, calling it quits, and that's it. So I've only finished kind of one book, and that's what I finished was Last Term at Taverton High, Helen Barber. This is before the Shalvis School. This is the story of Rosalie Dean and is it Mary Burnett? I'm sure it's Mary. I'll tell you in a minute. Yes. So we find out that Mary Burnett is Rosalie Dean's cousin, and she is living with the Dean family just now because her parents and her two younger siblings are sort of wanting to move, but they wanted Mary into Taverton High because it's a good school before they moved. So Mary's been obviously Taverton High for maybe a year or something like that. But they both find out during this term that they're both slated for the Shalvis School because of various things family-wise regarding jobs, etc. Mary is thrilled. She is so excited about going to the Shalvis School. She's even started doing more French work, more German work, so that she has a smattering before she goes. Rosalie is very much, I don't know, I'm not sure. So we have that storyline. We also have a storyline in that Rosalie is in a year group called The Remove, and it's, shall we say, an odds and sods type of year group. I think it's because she's too academic for the year group she was in, but maybe not enough for the year above, if that makes sense. I really don't know how these things work. But this year group is, they don't really pull together as a unit, and the head comes up with an idea that will make them pull together as a unit. And it's just it's the story of that. And how Rosalie and her friend Faith and another friend Dillis, how they try and influence the class to pull together and not be so nasty to each other, etc. It was really, really nicely written, and I liked having Rosalie as a main character, because she only kind of comes into her own at the Shally School, I think, when further on in the series. That's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to spoil things. But no, I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed getting to sort of see, Mary before she becomes to the Shally School. So that was really good. So thoroughly enjoyed that. So if you're a Shally School fan, I would say definitely pick this one up. It was a good read. So I then started The Sweetheart List by Jill Shalvis. I am really enjoying this. This is to do with Harper, who comes to Lake Tahoe to start a bakery, and it's the story is her setting the bakery up, meeting with Brodie Campbell and his brothers, because they own the building, one of the buildings that she is obviously leasing as her bakery, and it's the story of herself and Brodie and their possible romance. There's also the story of Ivy, who has come to the same town to find her father, and it's whether she does or whether she doesn't, and how that goes. You also have side story of Shay, who runs the bookshop next to the bakery with her abuela, and Shay and Brodie's brother Mac have been boyfriend girlfriend since high school, but something's happened and they've split. So we get the story of that. We also sort of get some backstory of Brodie himself, and it's really, really enjoyable. I'm loving this book. I've got that to read. I've got less than 100 pages. That'll get done tonight or today. That's a definite. And then I've picked up on my Kindle Paperwhite, I've picked up Sleighbells, and hold on till I tell you, because I'm not going to open this up a minute. It is called The Sound of Sleighbells by Janet Dailey. I started it last night. I think I'm about 15-20% through already. I'm really, really enjoying this. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting story. So yeah, so that's kind of reading wise what I've been doing. I will definitely finish the Jill Shalvis this weekend. Probably Sleighbells, The Sound of Sleighbells. I'll definitely get those finished this weekend. What else I'm going to read, I don't know. I have a nice little pile up there. So I got the new Kathy Rice this week, The Bone Hacker, and part of me thinks I might start that, but then I might keep that for sort of September time. I don't know. We'll see. Mind you, I say September time, that's kind of like 3 weeks away. It's like, it is, time is flying, guys. It really is. Mind you, the weather we've had this week, you'd have thought we were in autumn. Seriously, it was very autumnal, like very much raining, like just a weather where you just want to cootie in and snuggle and read and just keep warm and cozy. So yeah. So what else am I going to do this weekend? Well, hopefully finish catching up on the laundry. I really want to get that done, guys. There are a couple of things from other things I listed that I wanted to do this week that I will try and do them. That would be good. And watch rugby. Scotland won their first warm-up game last weekend. It wasn't the best performance, I have to say, but it gives them a grounds to, a base in which to build. Tomorrow they play France. It's going to be a different kettle of fish, different team out, stronger team out, I would say, than last weekend. There's one like, there's one sort of pick that I'm just like, not too sure about that one at all. We will see. Yeah, we'll see how we do. At the moment, we've been watching the Rugby Championship, which is New Zealand, Australia, South Africa and Argentina. And I'm going to say at the moment, I haven't seen Ireland play yet, I haven't seen France play yet. They'll play this weekend. But they're going to have to impress me seriously, because at the moment the only team I can see winning the World Cup is New Zealand. I think they are playing so well at the moment. You know, it's like, wow. But then again, they've got to travel over to Europe, so we'll see. We will see. I will, before the World Cup starts, I promise I will make a prediction as to who I think will win. Whether it will change from what my prediction is at the moment, I don't know, but we will see. Anyway, I'm rambling, friends. That's it for this video. Please let me know down in the comments if you read any of the books I've mentioned. If so, what did you think of them? What are you reading at the moment? What have you been reading this week? What are your plans for the weekend? I'd love to know. But until my next video, friends, stay safe and happy reading. Bye.